Join Kids Hat family.
What's the matter, Tofu?
This maths project is so difficult. I don't see a point in doing something so difficult.
But you'll fail if you don't do it, Tofu.
I think it's better to fail than to take this much trouble, Tia.
Imagine if Eliza had thought so too.
I'm sure her project wasn't this difficult.
Once upon a time, there lived a king. He had 11 sons and a daughter called Eliza. The boys loved their sister dearly, and the girl adored her brothers. Everything was lovely and peaceful in the kingdom, till one day, the king summoned his children.
Children, I have something to tell you.
What is it, Father?
I have been very lonely since your mother's death, and I have decided to get married again. Your new mother will be very nice and she will love you immensely.
Soon after this, the king married a beautiful woman. But what he didn't know was that the woman was a wicked witch who had no intentions of loving the children. The children discovered this the very first time they met her.
Oh no, Mother hates us. What will we do?
Don't worry, my brothers. We'll be fine as long as we have each other.
But the new queen had other plans for them.
I don't want to see these children around me anymore. I will get rid of them immediately.
She arranged for Eliza to be sent to live far away with a farmer and his wife. And she made up some mean lies about the 11 boys, forcing the king to banish them from the kingdom. Once alone with the boys, she cursed them.
I will make sure that even if you come back to this kingdom and castle, no one will recognize you. I curse you all to turn into ugly birds.
But the boys were so good at heart that the evil spell did not work on them. Instead, they turned into 11 beautiful swans. Before the witch could do anything, they all flew away. Time passed and Eliza turned 15 years old. For her birthday, she could meet the king.
I must keep the daughter and father away from each other. I don't want the foolish king to bring her back into the castle.
So she used one of her tricks and turned Eliza into a very ugly girl.
When the king saw her, he was furious. My Eliza was really beautiful. Who is this fraud pretending to be my daughter? Throw her out of the castle.
The soldiers did as commanded. And threw Eliza out of the castle. Heartbroken, Eliza wandered into the forest.
I wish my brothers were here with me. I am so lonely without them.
As Eliza walked through the jungle, she came upon a pond. She stopped there. As she washed her face with the pond's water, the witch's trick wore off and Eliza turned into her beautiful self again. She was just sitting there when an old lady approached her.
What are you doing in the jungle, my dear?
I am looking for 11 princes. They are my brothers. Have you seen them?
I haven't seen 11 princes, but I have seen 11 beautiful swans with crowns on their heads. If you hurry, you might still find them by the riverbank.
Eliza thanked the old woman and rushed to the river. After a few hours of walking, she came upon the river. As she stood there looking for her brothers, she saw 11 white swans approaching. They landed just near her and turned one by one into a prince.
Brothers, I am so happy to see you all. It's me, Eliza. Sister, you found us. We thought we'd lost you forever. I'm so happy to see you all, but what had happened to you? The witch cursed us. During the day we fly around like wild swans, but at night we come back to our human form. Each year we can go home once and visit the castle. We will be leaving for the castle once again tomorrow. You must come with us, sister. Yes, brother, I will come with you all. But I must also find a way to free you from this terrible curse.
The next morning, the swans asked Eliza to sit on a net. Then they picked up the nets in their beaks and flew towards the castle. They flew the whole day and halted near a cave at night. Tired, they all fell asleep very soon. As Eliza slept, she dreamt of a fairy who looked like the old woman from the forest.
To break the curse on your brothers, you must pluck the sharp nettle from the graveyard near this cave. Crush it and knit a cloak with it for each one of them. But you must not say a single word till your entire task is complete. Otherwise, your brothers will die. But you must know that this won't be an easy task. It will prick and hurt and make your hands bleed. Eliza woke up in the morning, determined to save her brothers.
The swans had all gone out to collect food. So she made her way to the graveyard and plucked the nettle. It pricked and cut her hands badly. But she did not care. She just wanted to save her brothers. She brought the nettle back to the cave and started doing what the fairy had instructed. A little mouse saw what she was doing and decided to help her. At night, the princess returned to the cave. And saw Eliza working with the nettle. Her hands were bleeding.
What's going on, Eliza? What are you doing? Why won't you answer us, Eliza? Are you okay?
But Eliza wouldn't answer because she knew she mustn't say a word till her task was over.
I think she has taken up a task and will not talk till it is over.
The boys decided not to disturb her anymore. Instead, they brought food and water for her and fed her with their own hands while she kept on knitting the clothes. This went on for many days. Eliza kept working on the cloaks, even though her hands pained and hurt her. The little mouse also continued to help her. They made one cloak after the other, till only one more cloak was left to be completed. But Eliza had run out of nettle for it, so she headed to the graveyard for more. As she was plucking the nettle, she became surrounded by a handsome prince and his men.
Hello, what are you doing here in a graveyard? Can I help you?
Eliza did not answer him.
How dare you defy the prince? Answer him now. Stop it. Forgive me, my lady. I can see that perhaps you can't talk. And looking at your hands, I think you need some rest and medical care. Let me and my men escort you to my castle, where you will be taken care of.
The prince had fallen in love with Eliza, and to take care of her, he took her to the castle. Eliza had no choice but to go with him. She could not speak and explain her situation to him. Though she was completely taken care of at the castle, Eliza was not happy. She wept dearly because she worried for her brothers.
I cannot understand your sadness, so I sent my men back to where I had met you. They found these cloaks in the cave nearby. I had them bring these here for you. I think they belong to you.
For the first time in many days, Eliza felt happy. Now she just needed to complete the last cloak and find her brothers somehow. So that night, she sneaked out of the castle and went back to the graveyard to pluck the nettle. There was some noise behind her. She was surprised to see the prince then.
What are you doing here? My men warned me that you are a witch. Who works with nettle from a graveyard? I did not believe them, but now I do.
Your punishment for being a witch is death. Once again, Eliza was taken away from the graveyard. But this time, she was put in a jail cell. Her death sentence would be carried out the next morning. Just then, her cell door opened. It was a soldier with all the nettle cloaks.
Here, keep all this junk with you.
Eliza felt terrible. The last cloak was half complete, but she had no more nettle. She didn't know what to do. Just then, the little mouse appeared at her cell window. He had brought nettle with him. Eliza quickly took the nettle from him and got to work. The mouse scurried back to the graveyard to get some more. Both of them worked together through the night. By the time the soldiers came to take Eliza away, she had ready the 11th cloak too.
It is time for your punishment. Get into that cart outside.
Eliza followed the instructions and she took the cloaks with her. She kept hoping to see the swans one last time. Right then, the 11 white swans came and sat around her. Eliza quickly threw the cloaks on them, and one by one, each swan turned into a prince.
Let go of her! She is a princess. Yes, she is our sister and she is innocent. I have completed my task and I can speak now. I am not a witch, but I was working to free my brothers from the witch's curse. Her brothers explained the whole situation to the prince.
I am sorry. I misunderstood you. It would be my honor to marry someone as brave and determined as you. So the prince and Eliza got married. Then all of them went to Eliza's father and told him the truth about the witch. The king had the witch punished by death and welcomed his children back home. So you see, Tofu, sometimes a task may be painful and hard, but if you stick to it, results will come.
Yes, I see that now. And I also see that sisters are the best.
Hey Tofu, what's going on? I saw some older boys spray paint on one of the walls in school. The school would not be happy about that. Did you tell the principal?
No, but I want to. But I am afraid.
Don't worry. With a little bit of courage, we can do everything. A very strong and brave man named Hercules lived in Greece hundreds of years ago. He was loved by the people of Greece so much that the king was afraid that people would want him as the king.
I must get rid of Hercules, otherwise people will make him the king. I will set him upon such difficult tasks that he would never return. The first one I am going to send him on is find me 3 golden apples.
He summoned Hercules.
What can I do for you? Hercules, I want you to get me 3 golden apples from the trees in Hesperides. Yes, my king. I will set off on the journey right away.
As he went on his journey, he met 3 maidens.
Can you please tell me the way to Hesperides?
You should ask the old man of the sea. But when you meet him, hold him tight. He can easily escape.
Once he does, you won't be able to find him because no one knows where he lives.
Hercules thanked the maidens and made his way to the seashore. There, he saw the old man sleeping. He instantly jumped on him and held him tightly.
Who are you? What do you want? I am Hercules. Tell me the way to Hesperides.
The old man immediately tried to escape. He turned himself into a stag, then into a seabird, and every other animal form possible to escape from Hercules' grip. But he couldn't.
It is an island in the middle of the sea. Keep walking along the seashore till you meet a giant. Ask him, and he will show you the way to the island Hesperides.
Hercules started walking along the seashore, and just as the old man had said, came upon a huge and strong giant. He was sleeping. Hercules woke him up, but the giant was very angry.
Who are you? And how dare you wake me up from my sleep?
Angry, the giant struck Hercules with a club. But Hercules was strong. He attacked the giant. He lifted the giant and threw him down. The giant attacked Hercules back, becoming stronger every time Hercules threw him down. Hercules now lifted him in the air and kept him there. This made the giant slowly lose all his strength. Afraid, the giant pleaded with Hercules to put him down on the ground.
Tell me the way to Hesperides. Go meet the Atlas. I will tell you where he is.
Hercules went on his journey again. And met Atlas. He was holding the sky on his shoulders.
Why do you want the golden apples? It is my king's order to bring him 3 golden apples from Hesperides. Hesperides is very far from here, and only I can go there. I shall get them for you if you hold the sky for me.
Hercules agreed and took the burden of the sky on his shoulders as Atlas walked away. He returned after some time with 3 gold apples and put them at Hercules' feet.
Thank you. Can you please take back the sky now? Take back the sky? Not so soon. I have held it for 1,000 years. Now you hold it for the next 1,000 years. I will take it back from you after that.
Hercules was shocked to hear that, but he calmly asked Atlas for some more help.
Okay, I can do that, but let me make it a bit more comfortable for me. Just hold it till I adjust my shoulder pads. Yes, I can do that. Give it to me.
As soon as Atlas took the sky from Hercules, he picked up the 3 golden apples.
Thank you.
His task done, Hercules made his way back to Greece and gave the 3 golden apples to the king. The king was surprised to see that Hercules had succeeded. But he pretended to be happy and gave him a reward. That must have been so scary. Yes, but with courage and bravery, he got through. Okay, I will also go to the principal tomorrow. Good. And don't worry, I'll wait outside his office while you talk to him. Thanks, Tia. Tofu! Tofu! Wait for me! Hey, Sam, come on over. Yes, give me a minute. Tia, why did you call him here? What do you mean? He's your friend and he just helped you win a ton of candy sticks. So what? I paid for the tickets for the games. That is very disrespectful, Tofu. You should be more thankful for the apples you get. Otherwise, you'll get the needles. Apples? Needles? What are you talking about, Tia? You'll know in a minute. The Needle Tree. Once upon a time, there lived 2 brothers. The elder one was always mean to the younger one. He would eat his food steal his dessert and beat him. One cold winter day, the older brother went to the forest to gather firewood for the house. When he gathered enough, he decided to go and sell it in the market instead. I'll sell these and get some money to buy my favorite pudding for myself. After he had sold the firewood and eaten his pudding, the older brother made his way back through the forest. On his way back, he hacked at the tree branches carelessly. Even though he had enough for home, he continued hacking for fun. Till he reached a golden tree. He was about to cut its branches too, when the tree spoke to him.
Please don't cut my branches.
Why not?
If you don't cut my branches, I will give you golden apples.
Okay, deal. Give me the apples. The tree gave the older brother some golden apples, but the boy was really disappointed. What is this? Just these many apples? Give me more apples or I will cut you down entirely. As he picked up his axe to cut down the tree's trunk, the tree poured hundreds of needles on the boy. The boy fell down on the floor, unable to move, crying with pain. Back home, the younger boy waited for his elder brother to come back. As it grew dark, the boy became worried and decided to go in search of him to the jungle. When he found him, he sat down beside him and lovingly and patiently took out each needle from his body.
Don't worry, brother. You will be fine soon.
Thank you, brother. And I am sorry. I have troubled you so much. I promise I will always take care of you and never ever harm you again. Noticing the true change in the older brother's voice and heart, the tree gave the boys enough apples to last them forever.
You are right, Tia. I am like the older brother. I was not being thankful to Sam for his help. Hey guys, thanks for waiting for me. Actually, thank you, Sam, for helping me win the games.
Oh, thank you, Tofu. Let's go. Come on, everybody. Let's pick team members.
Tia, please take Barney in our team.
Why? Is he good at this game? No, he's terrible at it. Then why do you want to take him?
He has promised to finish my science project, so I don't want to upset him.
That was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
Listen to this and you will know. Once upon a time, two fishermen went to the riverbank. One of them took his bagpipes along. He sat there and played the pipes for a long time. I have been playing the pipes for so long, but not a single fish has come up to the surface to listen to them or even see who is playing. Maybe you should just cast the net. I agree. The fisherman now cast a fishing net in the river. And lo and behold, many fish were caught in his net. Looks like you have got a good catch. Yes, help me pull the net out, please. As his friend pulled the net out of the river, the fisherman started playing the bagpipes again. This time, the fish started dancing in the net. Look, they are dancing now. Of course, when you are under someone's control, you have to do as they ask.
You are right, Tia. I have been going on the whole week trying not to upset Barney. I think I should just do my science project myself and get out from under his control.
That's a good idea, Tofu. I think you should do that. So, are we taking Barney on the team or not?
No!
For your favorite rhymes, stories and more, join Kids Hut family. Subscribe here.